Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey Tad, welcome to round two. We've
Yeah, round two. This is, I think, the second or third time we've had to record the main episode
I know. I
a
feel every
second time
when it
because of
happens, I
one
feel
error or
horrible.
another.
I know when it happens,
You
like,
know, I mean, at least with this we can redo it. It's not like
yep,
the lost Charles Schultz book club.
I know that was sad. This one,
Oh, they still give me a hard time about it.
do the, and it was
Yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Because I got up this morning and
In fact, Carl, when I was talking about the book club.
yeah.
I don't remember who I was talking about the book club, but I was talking to about the comic strip book club with somebody cool at possibly with Jeff Smith,
Uh-huh.
possibly with Jeff Smith's wife, something like that. You know,
Sure.
somebody cool at CXC. They said, "Yeah, Carl's in our comic strip book club," and he's like, "Yeah, you should really check out our Charles Schultz episode." And I went, "Grr."
Grr. Somehow my dog Ellie made it
um,
up here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but I will give a shout out to the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Yes.
I don't think we'll go through the whole etymology of my baseball fandom this time, though.
No, but that was fun. We kind of you're not wearing the same cap. Last
No, this time I'm in a Cubs cap.
Yep. Last it was the
I mean, the
Dodgers.
short version is Cubs fans hate the Cardinals, Red Sox fans hate the Yankees, and Giants fans hate the Dodgers, and vice versa on all of those. Um, and for me, it's the Giants Dodgers one that's a little weird because like part of me is a Giants fan, and part of me remembers them breaking my heart in '89,
Right.
and now Otani's a Dodger, and some of the kids that I like a lot are Dodger fans too, and so I have split loyalties.
I get it. I get it.
So my apologies to my friend Robert Anderson for any time I wear a, a Dodger cap, and my apologies to the Cantwells anytime I wear my Giants cap.
There's nothing
You
you can do
know,
about it. But yeah,
so
cool. Uh
into comic news,
into comic news. Uh this one is exciting.
legendary sci-fi magazine and its American equivalent, Metal
Right.
Hurlant and
Right.
Heavy Metal, are both reviving via Kickstarter, coming very, very soon. The campaigns are expected to kick off this month. The Metal Hurlant will be, um, big digest size, like 200 some odd page anthologies, and the heavy metal will be probably the typical heavy metal 100-page magazine size anthology.
That's cool.
Some cool names attached to both of them. I'm looking forward to it. I'm certain we will have way more, particularly on our heavy metal book clubs.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, this is exciting. Equally exciting, a friend of the podcast. We really need to have him back. We didn't get him back for Miles. We just never worked out the timing. But
Right.
Dave Chisholm
Yeah.
has another book announced, Plague House at Oni Press with Michael W. Conrad, a nice ghost story. And he's got his Mad Cave book coming out that, of course, I have to go look up again. And a nice write up in Forbes
Forbes.
magazine.
Hmm.
Right. He is working with Rick Quinn on a book called Spectrum at Mad Cave.
Hmm.
So I am also looking forward to that
That should be really cool.
because Dave Chisholm's art is just outstanding.
It's good. It is.
Uh, so yeah. And then this is our last opportunity to say, if you haven't already, get off your ass and go vote.
Yes.
Um, vote. And I don't mean vote multiple times because that would be illegal. Please don't do that. But go vote. If you want to know more about who's on your ballot, go to votesaveamerica.com. They have ballot rundowns for every district. We'll give you information about the candidates, etc. Um, I think pretty much anybody listening who has listened to more than like this episode knows who I want them to vote for, which party, which ideals,
Yeah.
whatnot. Um, but I'm not in the mood to electioneer right now. I'm just going to say this is
Just go
actually a
vote.
pretty fucking important election.
It's amazing
Um,
how
on a lot of levels, not just the presidential level. So please, if you somehow have not informed yourself already, you have about 48 hours from the time this hits the airwaves to inform yourself and get to your damn polling place on Tuesday and vote.
right.
Um, so
Yeah.
let's talk about some new comics coming out this
Let,
week.
let's do it. This is Blood Train.
Yeah.
28 days later meets the ruins in this high-stakes standalone horror story. After backpacking through Asia, a group of friends climb aboard the Siberian Express to start their journey home. Little do they know they've bought a one-way ticket to hell, as one of them has been infected with a bioweapon that will turn them into a monster who will slaughter everyone on the train. And the bioweapon will start World War III if it reaches its destination in Europe. Now these friends must make a difficult choice: kill someone they love to save the world, or die trying. From Ninth Circle, bringing you the best horror each month by the industry's top creative talent. Note, this one shot will be perfectly bound, magazine trim size, and feature a cardstock cover. This will be in stores January 29th, and this is from Adam Glass and Bernard Chang from Image.
It looks perfectly scary.
Yeah, it looks right up my train, right up my train, right up my alley.
Uh, Bornsack, piece shit, Schultz, Horizon Experiment continues. Go check out my interview with him from recently, talking about it so far, and we might try to have him come back for this one because this next uh, edition of the one shot pilot issues is what he's calling them is Finders Keepers from a couple of my favorite comics creators, Vita Ayala and Skylar Partridge, are reuniting for a new type of action adventure. Following a Puerto Rican reverse Indiana Jones, a thief stealing from museums to return artifacts back to their native cultures. Basic rundown of the Horizon Experiment is like take genre type characters, in this case an Indiana Jones adventurer, and give them a new both make them a minority character or an underrepresented character, in this case a female Puerto Rican, and make it so write a story so that character's heritage or culture makes a difference in the story. Don't just like change the character and nothing else, but like
don't
have
just
it be
pander,
impactful. Right. And the Manchurian and why am I drawing a blank on the second one?
I know what you're.
I'm drawing a blank on the
That's
second
all
one.
right.
You liked it too,
Yeah.
and Moondogs is coming up. Have all been very good.
Yeah.
So I mean, if there's justice in the world, these will all get picked up to become series because they deserve to be. But we'll see.
Yeah,
If not,
hopefully.
there'll be 5 amazing one shots.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Here's another very Tyler book.
I know. This is Jump Scare from Cullen Bunn and Danny Luckert. I immediately had to highlight that one when I saw Cullen Bunn's name on it. He does a lot of great stuff, and this is out from Dark Horse. From the creator of The Sixth Gun and Harrow County comes a new action horror superhero event that ties into the hit Beyond Marshall series. In a world rife
Beyond mortal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't
We're
read.
not talking martial law, man. Beyond
It
mortal.
on your Tad is sharing his screen with
It's
me.
not big enough.
It's not big enough.
Do I
That
need to
O
make
looks
it
like an
bigger?
A. Anyway, hit beyond.
Okay, here. I can make it bigger.
This shows how old
Give
we
me a
are. I
second.
can't read it, Tad.
Oh man. Oh man, Tyler.
All right, here we go.
How's that? Is that better?
Yep, thank you. Okay, the ties into the hit Beyond Mortal series. In a world rife with crime, horror, and bloodshed, Jumpscare is the hero we deserve. Strong, fast, violent, and able to conjure any weapon from any horror movie she's seen, and she's seen a lot of horror movies. Jumpscare hacks her way through the ne'er-do-wells and monsters alike. Not only is she the bloodiest hero of Empire City, she is the most popular. No wonder her enemies want her dead. This is in shops February 26th.
I do have to say that being able to conjure
Weapons.
any weapon from any horror movie you've
That's
seen
very
seems
specific.
really, really specific.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how do we decide if it's a horror movie or not? I mean, like, and second, what about weapons from non-horror movies? I mean, what if you want a big cartoon sledgehammer like in Looney Tunes Back in Action? I
Right.
mean, that might be, why can't we? I think it would be more fun if she could conjure from any movie rather than just any horror movie.
Right.
That's just me.
I
That's
agree.
just me.
I mean, there's a lot of great weapons in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, for one.
I mean, what if she wanted a lightsaber?
Right.
Or
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. I'm with you. But this looks cool though. I'm gonna pick
Yeah,
it
it
up
does.
for sure.
It does. It does. Lucky Devils #1.
Love this cover.
Good Omens meets Curse Words. In the new series from the duo behind the smash hit 8 Billion Genies, Charles Sewell and Ryan Brown bring us Lucky Devils is a tale of two rebellious demons who decide to start a revolution in hell, and the two ordinary 20-something humans they're going to manipulate to do it. A cheeky, satirical look at good and evil. The Lucky Devils explores Faustian bargains and temptation in a rip-roaring, hilarious new way in stores January 8th.
That looks cool. This one, right on the heels of our money shot a couple weeks ago. This is
Yeah, money shot discussion a couple weeks ago.
what's the actual title of this? Money shot what?
Money
Please
shot
scroll back up. Oh, Big
The
Bang.
Big Bang.
This is
It's
number
an issue 0.
from
All right.
Sarah Beatty and Tim Selly.
Or is it number O?
Number O. Oh.
I mean, being that it's money shot.
Tim Seeley, Patton
I'm just
Oswalt.
asking. Big Bang, Patton Oswalt. I could see him messing around there.
It
It could
might
be
be.
the big O.
I'm going to read it that way. The sexiest O issue ever. Take a trip through time from the origins of the intrepid triple explorers to a peek at the future with Money Shot Big Bang O. Patton Oswalt and Garth Graham join Tim Seeley for the funniest and naughtiest arc of Money Shot yet. And here's where you get all caught up before diving into the future. This is going to be in shops January 15th. Love
Yeah,
the
I'm
cover.
going to call it number O from now on.
Yep.
The Patchwork Girl of Oz. Otis Frampton returns to the land of Oz in this new comic book adaptation of L. Frank Baum's classic novel, The Patchwork Girl of Oz. Otis Frampton is bringing his unique style to the 7th book in the classic fantasy series. Join Ojo the Unlucky, Scraps the Patchwork Girl, and Bungle the Glass Cat on an amazing quest that takes them on a whirlwind journey from Munchkin Country to the Emerald City. This is actually one of my favorite Oz books, so I'm really,
That's cool.
really excited to see
It's not one that
how
I've-
it gets adapted.
not one that I've read, but last time we talked about this yesterday, where I think I would love to start reading these to Raina. After you brought that up, I was like,
They would
you know,
be they would
that
be good ones to read with
Yeah.
Raina. Yeah.
When you brought that
Yeah.
up, I'm like, God, these would be great books for that.
In stores January 22nd. And this is where I'll also say, for anybody who thinks that like The Wizard of Oz is just a movie, there were 14 books by L.
Right.
Frank Baum and a number of books by a woman who took over from her. Hers I don't like as much. They become much more kids
Yeah. They
like
are.
just kids books. They're not bad kids books. But the L. Frank Baum ones are like true all ages books. Um, they're okay and interesting to kids. They're um interesting still to adults. They deal with themes that like will get people of all ages thinking. And they're just fun. They're fun adventure stories. They're silly. They're witty. They're amazing. Um, Frank Baum was J.K. Rowling 100 years before J.K. Rowling,
Yep.
only not nearly as problematic. Um,
Right.
Millions of these books were printed, and it was translated into many different languages. Um, and initially, uh, the original the Wizard of Oz movie was actually a bomb, and in part because of the ways that it split from its source material.
Right.
Most notably, the it was a dream aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the initial viewers who were still fresh from the books that may have still been coming out, but certainly weren't so far back that you know what I mean.
Yep.
Um, didn't love that aspect of the movie, so the movie didn't become a hit until it started getting played every Thanksgiving in the early days of the color TV, because it was a perfect way to showcase color,
Right.
because
Yep.
it has the sepia tone beginning and the color transition.
Yep.
So yeah, that's I'm all for people exploring the actual Oz universe.
Yeah, it looks
So
really
how about
cool.
we talk about some graphic novels?
Yeah,
You picked out a good one here.
Allendale from Ablaze. This is by Jay Ignacio and Alex Nino. Las Islas Filipinas, 1774. Sabrina, the young daughter of an exiled Spanish conquistador, is abducted by Iranian pirate and taken to the island of Jolo. There, she discovers her true identity as the granddaughter of the Sultan of Sulu and meets a mysterious swordsman called Allendale. Brought to life through the stunning black and white illustrations of comic legend and Will Eisner Comic Hall of Fame inductee Alex Nino, and written by musician, producer, and director Jay Ignacio, Allendale explores a pivotal era in Filipino history and uses the enduring power of speculative fiction to explore the complexity of history and identity. Allendale won the 2022 National Children's Book Award for Best Reads and the 2023 National Book Award for Best Graphic Novel. This will be in stores March 19th. Looks really cool.
Looks very, very cool.
I've already put it on my list for my library.
Yeah. Daisy Goes to the Moon from Fantagraphics Books, Matthew Klickstein and Rick Geary. In 1919, Victorian author Daisy Ashford published a book she wrote at 9 years old to great success. Inspired by her imaginative adventure, writer Matthew Klickstein and cartoonist Rick Geary have created a delightful graphic novel in which little Daisy goes to outer space, visits the cosmic automat, watches TV with a time traveler, and more. Rick Geary turns his pen from vintage true crime to whimsy in Daisy Goes to the Moon, an adaptation of a novella written by Matthew Klickstein, inspired by the real-life Victorian author Daisy Ashford's successfully published juvenilia, co-written with her parents. Geary's version stars little Daisy herself and pastiches everything in his wonderful visual stylization, from Alice in Wonderland and The Wizard of Oz to late 19th century and early 20th century comics. Daisy is lured to adventure by a rocket ship as she decides to go to the moon with a man named Mr. Z. They encounter many-eyed monsters, time travelers with TVs, her duplicate, a troubadour, and more delights and vexations. Geary places his expressive, clean line, black and white figures, each with distinct body language, in ornate frames to denote settings and narrative layers. There's a rollicking verbal and physical comedy as characters sometimes literally bounce off each other. Geary's rare artistic gift of being able to depict ornate period detail without sacrificing clarity or fun pairs perfectly with Klickstein's imaginative writing, showcasing elements of Philip K. Dick, Douglas Adams, and Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The book will delight readers as they discover Daisy's playful, madcap space adventures. In stores January 15th.
That looks really cool. This one I also
It
put on my
does.
list for the library. This is called Mixed Up. It's a graphic novel from First Second, written by Cami Garcia and art by Brittany Williams. Stella knows fifth grade will be the best year ever. Her closest friends, Amiko and Latasha, are in her class, and they all got the teacher they wanted. Then their favorite television show, Witchlands, announced a new guidebook and an online game. But when the classwork starts piling up, Stella struggles to stay on top. Why does it take her so long to read? And how can she keep up with her friends in the Witchlands game if she can't get through the text-heavy guidebook? It takes loving teachers in her family to recognize that Stella has a learning difference, and after a dyslexia diagnosis, she gets the support and tools she needs to succeed. This will be in shops January 22nd. So that looks pretty cool. Like I said, I'm going to try and get my library to get it for our YA section.
Yeah, it does. This is another one that you should try to get
Yep.
for your library YA section. I actually read an advanced copy this week, and it's fantastic. Song of a Blackbird from First Second Books, Maria Van Leeschot. Fictionalized but based on actual events, Song of a Blackbird is a graphic novel with two intertwined timelines. One is a modern-day family drama, the other a courageous tale of art and resistance under Nazi occupation. In 1943 Amsterdam, Emma Bergsma's world changes when she witnesses Jewish families begin being forcibly deported to concentration camps. In that moment, she decides to join Dutch resistance. In 2011 Amsterdam, Annick's world has changed as well. A search for a bone marrow donor for her beloved Oma leads to a shocking revelation. Her grandmother was secretly adopted as a child. The only clues to finding their lost family are a series of art prints hanging on the wall, each signed by a mysterious Emma B. These two intertwining timelines reveal how art, in the face of nearly insurmountable adversity, can become our greatest lifeline. In shops January 22nd, 2025.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that on the list for the library. That would be a welcome addition to our collection for sure.
Yeah.
This beautiful, ridiculous.
This one's mine.
Is it?
This one's mine. Another great looking graphic novel.
Yeah.
This beautiful, ridiculous city from 10-Speed Press, Kay Sohini. On her first night in America, Kay sits on the tarmac of John F. Kennedy International Airport, trying to make an inventory of all the things she left behind in India. Her parents, her grandparents, her best friend, and her gaslighting ex-boyfriend. Staring out at New York's flickering city lights, she realizes two things: that the abuse she escaped has created gaping holes in her memory, and that she feels no sadness at leaving her old life behind, only relief and guilt. Thus begins a thought-provoking exploration of one woman's search for self as she navigates the long-lasting effects of the trauma that continue to haunt her even as she finds comfort in the familiarity of New York City. At once heartbreaking and uplifting, this beautiful, ridiculous city is a love letter to New York City through the eyes of a woman as complex as the city itself. In shops January 29th.
That looks awesome.
Now,
This next
I think I get to do 3 in a row here.
Yep.
Yeah. I get to do 3 in a row here because I'm cool. And this one comes out on my birthday, which, like, happy birthday to me.
I know. This one looks awesome.
The Batman Dark Age hardcover collection from Mark Russell and Mike Allred meet Bruce Wayne frankly, anybody who's listening to this podcast who hasn't met Bruce Wayne yet, I'm kind of shocked. But anyway, meet Bruce Wayne, Gotham's favorite delinquent son, shaped by a city in turmoil set against the backdrop of actual historical events. Gotham City comes alive, filled with iconic characters who've loved and hated Batman over the years like you've never seen them before. Mark Russell and Mike Allred return to give audiences a look at Batman as a figure in American history, fighting for justice in a world gone mad. Collects Batman Dark Age numbers 1 through 6 in stores March 25th, 2025.
That looks really cool. I've been collecting issues, but I'll still buy that.
Me too. This one's yours.
Yeah. Fish Flies from Jeff Lemire and art. Well, it says art Sean Curunero, but I'm not sure which art he did, but I'm more familiar with Jeff's art. A strange and surreal new tale of friendship and small town tragedy. From the creator of Sweet Tooth and Descender, a small-town crime sets off a chain of events that will permanently alter the lives of several residents of bucolic Bell River, Ontario. As the manhunt heats up, a lonely girl named Franny Fox forms an unlikely friendship with a fugitive that leads them both on an odyssey of discovery and redemption. A journey that also uncovers dark secrets from the town's eerie past. This collects issues 1 through 7 and will be in stores March 5th. Yeah, the next one.
All right.
That's yours.
Galaxy of Madness from Magdalene Visaccio and Michael Avon Omings at Mad Cave Studios. In the far-flung, thrilling future of the 41st century, and on the other side of the galaxy, a swashbuckling space archaeologist, Vigil Virgo, is on the cusp of learning a universe-shattering secret in this four-color fantasy. But she'll have to dive into the abyss where no human was ever meant to go to do it. The question is, what happens when she emerges from the other side? In shops, January 22nd, 2025. And here's another Jeff Lemire for you.
I did this on purpose. Jeff Lemire again, Minor Arcana. New York Times best-selling and award-winning cartoonist Jeff Lemire brings his first solo long-form project since Sweet Tooth to Boom Studios, bringing with him an iconic protagonist rooted in the tarot. Teresa's mother has fallen ill, and as a young, bitter misanthrope, returning to her hometown to take care of her phony psychic of a mom is the last thing on Teresa's bucket list. But when Teresa finds out that she may have psychic powers of her own, it will be up to her to reconcile with her ailing mother, confront the failures of her past, and help the townsfolk she spent her life running from so long ago. Dad, can you scroll for me? You just scroll down a little bit. Iconic storyteller Jeff Lemire debuts his first solo project at Boom with his heart-gripping supernatural story about life, family, community, grief, mortality, and the power of human connection. This volume collects Minor Arcana 1 through 5 and is in stores March 19th.
Night People from Barry Gifford, Chris Condon, Brian Level, Alexander Tefenki, Artie Topolin, and Marco Finnegan. From the mind of writer Barry Gifford, adapted by that Texas Blood's Chris Condon and a rotating cast of visionary artists, comes 4 interconnected stories of convicts, lost souls, and human monsters journeying through a labyrinth of perversion, religious dogma, and murder in the Deep South. A pair of murderous lovers in Florida carrying out a bloody agenda, a perverse political and religious power struggle between a brother and a sister, an easygoing drifter who suddenly finds himself a fugitive on the run, and a bright-eyed young girl discovering her place in the cold, dark world. At the end of the 20th century, chaos and horror were the American dream. In shops, February 12th, 2025.
It looks cool. I love the cover.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I read it in single issues, and Chris Condon has gone from rising star to established outstanding scribe.
Outstanding scribe. That's what it was.
No, here, I can pull it up from my text
up.
messages to him. We'll pull that out again.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose that from this morning.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. When I saw the recent writing, not on this one, but on another one of the Oni series, yeah, I wrote to him in the last year of Oni solicits. You've gone from breakout Night People to acclaimed Epitaph for the Abyss to Rising Star Cruel Universe to Master Scribe Cruel Kingdom, and now he's writing Green Arrow and Wolverine to boot.
I can't wait.
I asked him how it felt. He said, overwhelmed.
He's overwhelmed.
Wouldn't you be?
Yes.
In 1 year, you go from breakout to Master Scribe, and you've been handed like two of Marvel's big properties. It'd be a little overwhelming to me.
For sure. I mean, because he's doing the Ultimate Wolverine, right? Is that what?
Right.
That
Ultimate Wolverine and Green Arrow at DC.
Wow.
So, all right. Some final order cutoffs this week. So get your orders in by Monday, November 11th on Batman Dark Patterns. Mystery from Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman. Doll Parts, a lovesick tale from Luana Vecchio. Freddy the Fix from Garth Ennis, Mike Perkins at Image Ninth Circle. Juvenile #1 from Jesus Orellana at Image. Shiver Suspense Stories One Shot from Jason Aaron, Will Elder, Ben H. Winters, and Peter Krause at EC Oni. Detective Volume 1 graphic novel from Richard Ashley Hamilton and Marco Matrone at Maverick Mad Cave, and Two-Face #1 from Christian Ward and Fabio Veras at DC Comics. Crowdfunding right now, we have Mutiny Black Magic #2, Crystal Adams from Isaiah Fulmore, Amanda Meadows, Fair Square Comics, kickstarting 11/15. From 3W3M, 1 from Jonathan Hickman, Mike Del Mundo, and Mike Huddleston and Nick Spencer at Kickstarter. This is kind of bringing together everything they've been doing in the Three Worlds, Three Moons universe on Substack, and a nice hardcover. Fables of Earl King Wood from Junie Ba at Goats Flying Press on Kickstarter through 11/29. It was 11/27 for Three Worlds, Three Wounds. Impossible to Love, The Return of Impossible Jones from Carl Kessel and David Hahn on Kickstarter through November 29th. Terry Moore's Covers on from Abstract Studio on Kickstarter through November 29th. And Little Nemo in Slumberland, the complete collection from Winsor McKay Studio Comics Press through December 21st.
Awesome.
So, Tyler, you want to talk some amazing books?
3 amazing books this week. I definitely felt like Sync #11 was a welcome return for John Lees and Alex Cormack from Comics Tribe. Can't wait to talk to John about that, and Alex as well. Dwellings, All Hallows Eve special from Jay Stevens from Oni. That I know we both liked that one a lot. And then my third pick was Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, #2 from Jeff Loeb, and Klaus Janson from DC. What did you find for 3 amazing new books this week, Ted?
Come Find Me, an Autumnal Tale from Becky Cloonan, Hamlet Machine, E.M. Carroll, Vanessa R. Del Rey, and Celine Loop and Molly Mendoza at Distillery was a fantastic anthology of eerie stories.
Yeah.
We Call Them Giants from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans is a post-apocalyptic found family kind of wonderful graphic novel dealing with love and trust. And then Dwellings, the All Hallows Eve special that you also loved, continues to be just absolutely fantastic. So,
continuing on with our One Piece race, we are in week 17. I mean, imagine if we had been doing this like as our full great responsibility every week for 17 weeks.
Yeah.
Whew.
It'd be all we talked about for 17 weeks.
When we started this, I honestly thought we could do that when we started this, and I was like, as
I mean, we probably could have. I kind of like that we chose not to.
I do too.
I think it's fun to spend some time on the One Piece race.
Checking back in every once in a
You
while.
know, I really enjoyed the Sky Kingdom,
I did too.
that sort of thing.
It was long, but
So, well, yeah, but I mean, as you know, I don't want to lose some of the cool points we had
no.
in yesterday's episode. As we were saying, you know, they're really good at sometimes, you know, essentially slowing down the battle. It's almost like you get it in slow-mo because you're getting all of the different moves. It's almost minute by minute rather than
I get it.
what's the word I'm looking for?
You
You know, I mean,
instead of
like an
big
action
chunks.
sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, an action sequence in a Marvel comic might just be one big splash page.
Yeah.
Right. In One Piece, sometimes it's like an entire chapter
Yep.
of a mixture of splash pages and like 2 to 4 panel pages, you know,
Yeah.
really getting every back and forth, you know. So yeah,
Totally.
it's been super fun.
Recording stopped.
Yep.
Recording in progress.
So Tyler, how about we talk about some Jason?
Yes, I have loved what's the book we did last week? The Jewish one, the Nazi.
That was I Killed Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, that one was great. Got me totally invested in Jason, and I'm going to read much more of his stuff. Left Bank Gang was the first one that we read.
with our expat literary scene in Paris.
Yes.
Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ezra Pound.
Yep.
And
yeah, it was great. It was really fun to see their
well,
their
with
talents.
the twist too that they're poor cartoonists rather than poor writers.
Yes, exactly. The switcheroo is that they're comic book writers, and then what I also thought was great was their bank heist idea, or their
we need money.
Yep.
So we're gonna go rob the bank.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
And then things got weird.
It didn't
in
get
awesome ways
weird.
because he has such a
good.
dry, dark sense of humor.
Yeah, it was good. I loved, and the next one we read was Hey Wait, and
this one was tough.
yeah,
I mean, I love this book, but like it's like childhood trauma and the way it follows you forever, particularly when you feel even a little ounce of
guilt,
real responsibility for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't have a close childhood friend that passed away, so I don't know what that would feel like, let alone feel like I very well had responsibility in it.
I think I had a couple, well, I know I had a couple of friends pass away in high school.
Sure.
But I didn't feel responsible.
Right.
Or at least not. I mean, actually, no, there was one that I felt kind of responsible, but only because, you know, he killed himself and I'd seen him that morning and he'd said he was okay. And I didn't question him.
Sure.
And that haunted me.
Yeah.
It didn't haunt me the way this haunted me, but also, you know, in this one, you know, it involves like an initiation thing for their club where they're doing something dangerous that like wound up being too dangerous for one of the kids, but specifically because as he was going to jump and grab the tree branch, his friend went, "Hey, wait," and it distracted him.
And he didn't make the jump. And well, actually he made the jump too far.
But he didn't manage to grab the branch because he turned his head.
Yep. And then So I love the way that Jason wrote this to go to black right after that, right?
Right.
And then
Or wasn't it white initially?
was it white? Yeah, I don't have my iPad with me, but anyway,
I think it was just blank panels.
blank panels, and then we open
Right.
up with time to go to the funeral.
Right.
After that, and that was just so sad. You're like, oh my god, because you aren't sure what happened. Did he get hurt? Did he break
Or
his
no,
leg?
maybe the blank panels were later on when he got like absolutely shit-faced drunk.
Those were both, because one of them was black
Right.
and one of them was white. So
Right. The white one was because he like faded out and then faded back in.
Yep.
Remember?
Yes. And
Faded out as he was throwing out in the toilet.
and they faded back in. He's like, oh god.
Right.
Oh, it is. Just
But yeah,
heartbreaking.
no, it was heartbreaking, but it was also a poignant and interesting story of the ways that we can be both functional and non-functional. Because he went and he got a job, and initially he had a wife and a child, but he wasn't able to hold himself together enough to keep any of that.
Right.
You know, so it's like, as human beings, we can be great at masking pain.
Mm-hmm.
But there's only so long before it like catches up in
Right.
one way or another.
Yeah.
You know, there are consequences to not dealing with it. And like, I mean, we could talk forever about this book, and I feel like it's definitely a worthwhile possibility for what will probably become a regular mental health book club.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, it really deals with some interesting things, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It was great. I just.
And Jason just has such a style,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, we first time we recorded, we talked. I mean, you figured out that it wasn't death; it was like the friend aging.
Yes.
That was
so
haunting him.
throughout his adult life, the friend that lived, he's haunted by a character that it looks like a
Like the
skeleton.
decomposing corpse that's getting older,
Yeah. Yeah.
but also becoming more of a skeleton.
Yeah. And yeah,
It's like the child is now an adult, but a
it was
skeleton
made
of an
clear to
adult.
me it was the
rather
kid
than-
that passed away. Yeah.
Well, I said it was reminiscent of the way Jeff Lemire dealt with, you know, the
In Royal
brother
City.
that was gone in Royal City.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was these have been super cool reads.
Yeah. What was the one we decided on?
And
for
and
next
next week we're going to do Lost Cat.
week? Lost Cat. Yep. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Mystery.
I'm gonna start reading
Mystery.
it right away.
Yeah.
It's a little bit longer, isn't it?
So it is, but Jason can move fast. Jason can move fast or slow because even though it's simplistic art, there's often so many layers to it, and he is never wordy.
Right. Yeah, he's never wordy.
So because he's never wordy, you can definitely move fast. I mean, some of his stories are silent. I mean, half of Hey Wait was silent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I think Hey Wait were like the first words said.
Probably.
Oh, we also have to remember that we discovered that there were baseball box scores.
Yes. Yep.
You remember you talked about, you know, when he was just going through the motions of life, there's a scene where he's in
He's eating
like
lunch.
the lunchroom,
Yep.
eating alone, and like the friends talking across the table. It's just like faded baseball box scores.
Yeah.
So like all he's
Really-
picking up is like, baseball.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really cool way of showing that he's not interested. He's not checked in because it's just
Right.
he's just hearing
Right.
data, kind of. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But yeah, it was great.
Man, we did talk about that one so much better the last time.
We did.
That's the problem with doing
I know.
having to do things twice.
I
It's
know.
like, dude, I don't want to waste your time and energy. Oh, wait a minute, but I wasn't saying it just for you.
That wasn't just right. That wasn't the way we said it
And,
before.
and of course, it'll be interesting to know if people can pick out where this episode had a long pause because I had to write an email that was relatively urgent.
They probably can because you're when you hit stop recording and re-recording, it got those recorded. So if I don't take those
Yeah,
out,
but do those actually? Oh, you have to take those out.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I
'Cause
didn't know that those popped up on the recording.
Yep, because it comes through. It comes through the line here, and everything from your end is coming through.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. See, I'm thinking of the Zoom recording.
Oh, okay. So on my end, I
I'm
hear.
thinking of the Zoom recording.
Yeah.
On your end, yeah, you absolutely hear it,
Yep,
but it's not necessarily in the Zoom recording. So if you chose to use the Zoom recording, you might have to do less editing.
that's true.
Just throwing it out there.
That's true. That's true.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else to say about Jason right now.
No, we're good.
There will be more Jason next week.
Yeah.
So,
Let's get into Ted. What are 3 books you hope will be spectacular next week?
well, next week's a saga week.
Yeah.
Saga number 70. And like,
What?
Squire needs mental health assistance.
Yes.
He wasn't in a good place at the last episode or last issue. So, I'm hoping that we start getting him help, because otherwise I'm going to cry a lot, particularly because this is issue 70, which means there's 2 more issues in this arc. 6 issues brings us to 72. So like, if he's not in a much better place after these 3 issues, I'm going to be really upset. I need a happy arc.
You need a happy one.
Or at least an okay arc.
Right.
I don't want another "it's okay to not be okay" arc.
Right. I agree.
Also starting up this week is FML from Kelly Sue DeConnick and David Lopez.
That looks awesome.
And we have the 4th. Yes, it does. The 4th issue of Cruel Universe from EC Oni. This issue's will feature Matt Bors, Cecil Castellucci, Matt Kint, Ben H. Winters, Cano, Daniel Irizarry, and Allison Sampson. And a book I know is spectacular, Living Hell #1 from Caitlin Yarsky at Dark Horse. I know this because I've read it, because we talked to Caitlin about it. So good. So I'm looking forward to getting to see it.
That's awesome.
To see how other people enjoy it.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
I guess what I meant.
Yeah.
On my what do you got, Tyler?
On my list, see, Marvel announced for the X-Men line they're going to do all these single character titles, and then whatever sticks kind of thing, and that's the approach they're taking. And so,
which is not a bad approach.
So, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she's one of my favorite teenage characters from the X-Men line, and this is going to be out by Andrew Wheeler and Eleanor Carlini from Marvel. And then Survival Street Radical Left #2 from James Asmus and Jim Festante from Abele and Abele Kusinov from Dark Horse. And then, of course, Guilt Frame #3 from Matt and Margie Kent. I think this wraps it up, doesn't it?
I think it does. It does. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to all of those as well. Even though I don't know Negasonic Teenage Warhead, but I do know Andrew Wheeler. So
yeah, and I know we said this in the last episode that we didn't get recorded. She named herself
the one that's out in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, traditionally mutants pick their mutant name, and she picked a Monster Magnet song called Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And I don't remember the there was a lot of humor around it at the time when she announced that's what she wanted to be called, right? I should go back and look.
Right.
I can't wait for this issue to see how cool it is. Yeah, we better get going. I've got a student showing up for tutoring in a few, so.
And I've got an hour and a half until I talk to Carol Lay. So, yeah, I should probably eat lunch or something.
I know, I'm starving too. All right, guys, we will catch you guys after the next page. See ya. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panels podcast.